Legally Clueless is in Dubai, and this is exciting because it's my first time here ever, and secondly because there's a huge African community here whose stories we need to hear. So we're going to meet them, get to know about their experience living in Dubai, but we're also going to clearly tour the desert, do a lot of fun activities, and see what Dubai has to offer us. So today we are in the desert, which is a huge thing for me because I've never been to any desert ever. And it looks exactly how I thought a desert would look. But the only thing that shocked me is that there's so much to do. You would think there'd be like absolutely nothing to do in a desert. But there's quad biking, there's sand surfing, there are tons of camels to mount. That sounds so wrong, but like, you know what I mean. No, like, you know, like just riding. Anyway, what we're going to do today is tons of things where we're going to start off with the quad biking, and somebody is going to trust me enough to let me be behind the driver's seat. Ooh. I don't know why they trusted me with this thing. So we're driving it in the desert. He said go slow. I'm going really slow. Okay. It's not hard. But why is everybody driving this way and we're the only ones going this way? Anyway, there's no route. You just go anywhere. Oh my God, it's coming so quickly. It's a nice afternoon drive. Oh no. Oh. I guess on drive, but where's parking? Or anyway, I don't.
How was that?
That was really dope. I feel like I was going at grandmother speed compared to everybody else, even kids. But it's best to be safe. I think I'll sit.
Bye-bye.
Oh my goodness! It's actually really fun. That was less smoother than the first time. So successfully drove a buggy, didn't crash it, didn't fall out. I've, I was gonna say snowboarded, no, sandboarded twice, didn't fall, great. It was so magical, the sunset and just like all the hills of sand around you. It's magical. You may like dismiss a desert and just be like, oh, it's just sand, it's not anything spectacular, but it looks beautiful. So now we're on to the next. We're about to watch a show before we do a camel ride. So I'm not sure who's performing, but let's see. I'm not doing it the way this princess. Can I Aladdin? Yeah, like this couple is just like, get her off me. Y'all don't pay me enough for this. I think the desert is magical. You know, I underestimated it because I like nature. And I thought I only like green and trees and all of this grass and plants and whatever. So I was like, I'm not really feeling this desert thing because man, where's the green? But when we stood in the middle of nothing and like the wind is hitting you, there's something there. It's almost like, I read this thing that says, if you want, as humans, we're connected to nature, right? So if you want to recharge and get your center back, go into nature, any type of nature. And I think I understood that this is very much part of nature and it's very much magical in that sense. When I was standing in the middle of nothing and the wind is just like, whew, there's something there. God, does he not want to sit? Oh God. Oh. Okay. Oh. Well, it's not that bad. I think it's after I watched a video of someone falling off that scared me. Thank you so much. That was fun.
So my name's Dennis Maina. I'm from Nairobi, Kenya, but not specifically Nairobi, from Ngong town, Ngong Hills. Yeah, so I am also a DJ, part-time DJ. Chini ya maji. Yeah. Yeah, my stage names are DJ Service Link. Yeah, I have all my channels and stuff, but yeah, that's my real names. My real names are Dennis Maina. Yeah, so after high school, I wanted to join campus. I was supposed to go to Kabete Technical to pursue. I wanted to do something electrical. So I applied for electrical and electronics engineering. But at that time, fees and money issues. So for our family, of course, we are still hustling, struggling. So I have an elder brother who, back in 2014, he managed to come to Dubai. He got a job through an agency. He came to Dubai. So for me, I was so excited. In my head, I was like, I have to go out of Kenya, in any country, Qatar. At that time, I think a lot of people were coming to Gulf countries to work. So unlucky enough, I got a job directly from when I was still back home. Yeah, so nikakam straight to nimeanza kazi. the shift used to start at 6 o'clock. So 6 o'clock, mnaanza kazi. It was a warehousing job. So this company was it's a water company. Actually, it's a very big water company. Yeah, so I used to work there. So what you do, the buses will come and pick you up, drop you at the warehouse. So you will work there for 12 hours. You can work for 8 hours from 6 o'clock to 2 p.m. But if you need that extra cash, you have to work for overtime. So when we came here at that time, we have free accommodation. Anyway, in the salary slip, they were showing that they tell you here, kwa ground they are telling you it's free accommodation, but kwa salary slip they are deducting the money. So if they give me that money, I'm supposed to have a lot of money. So at that time, nikiwa back home, I signed like everything, the offer letter. So they will send you a copy of the contract. So you have to read. But at that time, who cares? You just want to get out of that place. And you know you are there and someone tells you you will be earning 60K Kenya shillings. Man, I was so hyped. So the first experience was nice for Dubai. And until that time, I got my first paycheck. Actually, the advance, they were deducting it after 3 months. Like in a period of 3 months, in a span of 3 months, they'll deduct the money until they get their money back. At that time, in that period, they were paying very well. They were paying good cash. So we used to have money. I'm not paying for any house. I'm not buying any food. I'm eating there. So once I receive my cash, it's my cash. And I still had to send money back home. So I was just sending home. Even if they are not asking for the money, I will still send. Until things changed. We were transferred. We were taken to a place called Fujairah. And now, to make matters worse, now they told us, if you stay here, we will deduct. You will only earn around 30K Kenya shillings. We will deduct that money. So you imagine you are just earning 30K and you're staying there. You've not eaten, you've not done anything. That is everything that they are giving you. And the place is still far. So at that time, people back home, they normally assume like we have money. We are very rich. Those guys in Dubai, they're living lavishly. Of course, for ground Kenya, it's hard. But here it's even harder. Because I'm getting 37K. That is like 1,002. I have to pay rent from there. At that time, we were lucky. We were just paying 350. The place there was not expensive. So from 1,002, you have to pay 350 for rent. You have food. You have to eat like around, let's say, 400 or even 300. So that's already 650. Then because where we were living and the place we were working was far, so we bought that scooter, that car scooter, small one. If you see me, I'm huge, but I was sitting on that car scooter on a hill every day. So if it gets any fault, your salary is done. You don't even have any backup. Actually, there was a local joint Pakistani shops there, and one restaurant we used to go there and eat. Then we'll just write the bill. We will pay at the end of the month. Yeah, we'll go there. The shop also, tutafanya hivyo. You see, it's already 3 years. But someone who's back home is like, that person has been in Dubai for 3 years. They're supposed to have done something. So at that time, niko 21 years, 22, 23. So sasa nimeona like life is, I need to do something, So I was looking for a job seriously, but I didn't find any job. And the job there was giving me pressure. So what I did, I just tukajipanga with me and my friend, Kama, and we decided we are going to resign.
So today we're in Dubai Old Town, which is really beautiful. And right across the creek is the modern side of Dubai, which is really interesting because there's beauty in both. So when you look that side, it's like high-rise buildings that are gorgeous in their own right. And then this other side, it's like more traditional, older buildings that are also quite interesting as well. So I feel like it's one of those places that teaches you that you don't have to be 100% modern and completely forget the traditional side of you. Both of these things can coexist, and there's beauty in both. Okay, first I bought the most beautiful purse. Like, I need a dinner to take that purse out on, and some really nice perfume as well. But what's really awesome is like just looking across from like you standing in like old buildings and just seeing like skyscrapers. That's crazy. And now we're about to have some really awesome ice cream. Oh my goodness. Wait, so what do I look? I look like dinner. Like when you gather yourself for a meeting. That was so cool.
Oh my God. Oh, sugar.
New or old? I'd have to go with old. I feel like there's more of a story on the old side, mainly because of that soul factor. I feel like there's more of a story this side. Hi, so today is Africa Honor Day, and it's a day where here at the Dubai Expo, there's going to be very many different African countries coming together to celebrate our culture, our traditions, and really just celebrate who we are. And I'm super excited. One, because it's my first time at the Dubai Expo, and it's just a lot. It's breathtaking. Like the space we're performing in is just like full of like very interesting screens and speakers and buildings that are speakers. Never seen that before. That's one. And the second thing is I'm going to be performing poetry, which I haven't done for like maybe over a decade. And I'm doing a piece with a poet from Ghana. His name is Chief, and we're going to be celebrating the African man and the African woman. So while I'm low-key nervous, I'm more excited, and yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna go awesome.
We are now pleased to share a cultural performance from the African Union. We'll have the privilege to experience first two poets, Adele, a Kenyan media personality, poet and activist, who has gained international recognition for her efforts to empower African women and youth, and Chief Mumin, a poet, playwright, and a curator of theatrical spectacles from Ghana.
I am father, I am son, I am brother. I am ancestry so diverse, so long, my roots run deep back in time, back to the cradle of humanity. I am progeny, growing into time, soaring branches into the beckoning years. I am the soaring branches into the beckoning years, flourishing resistance at the twilight of humanity. I am the light of Amun-Ra, shining over the ambitious points of Egyptian Giza. I am the Nubian glories of Kush and Kemet, buried in the sands of Sudan, the powerful thrust of the Zulu spear, the fire on the tongue of the Yoruba Shango, the ululations guiding the Maasai flock. I am prayer on the tongue of Abyssinian monks, the blue veil across the Tuareg visage. I am the drumbeat of the dance of Ashanti royalty, the enchanting tales on the tongue of Mandinga royals. I am poetry in Kiswahili, picking your soul beyond the Kilimanjaro. Furaha mapenzi, nguvu amani. I am history, buried in the manuscripts, lost in the rubbles of Timbuktu. I am mystery, encoded in song, dance, and stories echoing through generations. I am wisdom, encased in proverbs, cracked with kola nuts, offered in a calabash of ancient brews. There is so much about me that you do not see. There is so much about me that you do not know. There is so much about me that I am yet to discover. I have given so much of myself. I have had so much of myself taken, yet so much of me remains. I am dream of the founding fathers and freedom fighters to forge a powerful union to unleash the fullest potential of this great continent and its great people. I am ambition of a surging youthful population who are taking their destinies into their own hands and leveraging on the tools and technologies of the time to transform and leapfrog across sectors. I am rhythm, a new age of bold creative expression, from music to dance to fashion to poetry to cuisine. I am painting a colorful mosaic of a bright future.
She is mother, she is daughter, she is woman. You may think you know her, you may think you've walked across her body and danced in her mind. You may think you know her, but you don't. She's the source of all that we are and what we could be. She is wrapped in acres of rich, dark skin that hold scriptures of who we are. The soles of her feet have danced with soils from the east, soils that have bloodstains from when she was harmed, when she was shamed, when she was broken and left for dead. The soils have pieces of her splattered all around her. The soils also witnessed her rebuild herself piece by piece, pain by pain, joy by joy, a rebirth. Let me tell you about her, about the hymns of an awakening that escape her lips, about her strength and confidence, her knowledge and wisdom, about how the nature bows down at her feet, recognizing that surely only a God can give life. Let me tell you about her, about how magical her black, beautiful, feminine energy is, about her love, the only one that heals. Let me tell you about her defiance to be drowned in pools of resilience, to be muffled to silence. No, she is not silent. She chants her rights and will only dance to rhythms that uplift her, that honor her, that see her for who she is. Her who stands as a liberator in the pages of our past. Her who stands before you today to break your curses with her truth. Her who birthed, births, and will birth our very bright and very black future.
We are the blending colors of the glorious rainbow.
We are the cradle of mankind's destiny.
We are the tide rising for the coming voyage.
We are the scriptures of our future foretold.
We are the anchor facing the storms unfazed.
We are our ancestors' wildest dreams.
We set our sails towards our shores of hope.
We are the now and the yet to be. We are African and proud.
So I've just finished my performance, which I'm very pleased with because I didn't forget even one line. Even the 2 lines that were giving me headaches, I remembered them, so that's great. And I think it was really moving. So myself and the Ghanaian poet, we weren't writing from the same countries, so we had like a WhatsApp call to prepare and then just, talked about the concepts. Then we treated to our corners to write and got back together when we got to Dubai. So in that regard, listening and just feeling how the poem was like, both our pieces were in sync, it's quite magical. And then afterwards, like there was a lady from Ghana who was like, oh my God, like I really liked it. Fuck, where did I put her card? Anyway, like she was like, she really liked it and she was really moved. And then a writer called Maria from South Sudan, she came and she cried and she said like our words were so moving, which is what you want, especially from Africans, because if you're writing a piece that is celebrating Africans, it's successful when the same people feel connected to the piece, So I feel really good. And then the Angolan dance crew, when we went backstage after the performance, they painted my face, which I think is really sweet. And yeah, I think it was really awesome. I'm happy. No way that we can come all this way and not go to the world's tallest building. So our final stop is the Burj Khalifa to see Dubai from a whole new height. What is happening? We're at the Burj Khalifa. Yeah, my ears are ringing. My ears are ringing. Oh my God, we're 78, 80. Yeah, my ears are ringing. Ah, I should have carried sweets. Oh, can you feel that? What the heck? We're on like floor 120. Oh, the music, so dramatic.
Hello, welcome to Level 24.
Thank
Start
you.
from the balcony.
Okay. Oh my God, I'm so scared of heights. I don't think I understand how high up we are. Oh. Oh my God, it's so far up. We are actually quite high because if you look at the other buildings that are skyscrapers, they look so tiny compared to this. Is it even cold? Oh yeah, we're out in the open. It's so much colder up here. It's quite high. It was even like much colder than usual up there. And it's a very beautiful view of Dubai. What I couldn't get over is like the other buildings we're seeing are skyscrapers, but they look so tiny. They look so tiny. I'm very impressed. Even just learning like how much effort went into building it, and like fun facts like the steel rods, like if you lay them on the ground one after the other, they will make their way halfway around the world. Like that's crazy, right? So yeah, the intentionality, the skill that went into building it is just wild. Although I'm just like, did they just do it because they can? Like, what was the reason? But reaction, I'm very impressed.
extremely impressed. And we didn't even go all the way up, so there's like so much more to see. But just to what, floor number 125? Beautiful way to see Dubai. Oh, so it's another first in Dubai. So first time in Dubai, first time in the desert, first time sandboarding, first time on a buggy, first time on a camel, first time on the tallest building in the world.
As we come to the end of this episode, first I have to say a big thank you to the storytellers who have just like opened my mind when it comes to the African and Kenyan experience in Dubai, as well as like the gaps back home that we need to fix. And I think we've met some really awesome people as well who've made our stay here so beautiful. We've barely scratched the surface though. There's so much to do in Dubai. And because of that, part 2 is coming very soon.
I'm so jittery. This is the worst part about this job.